Linda. Today we're going to be doing the archon quest part 3. So yeah, it took me like so many tries to get Cosmo's Trail. Like this is like, anyways.
In just a few moments, I will be gone. I still don't know what to expect on the moon. Will I really be able to send messages to my friends? The Kuhenki, the animals of Nod Krai. I'll never get to see them again. I wonder where I'll be when the next moon prayer night comes. This is where the people of Hyperborea used to communicate. Eternal moon, frost moon, iridescent. The gate to the moons.
Moon marrow preparations are complete. Only the final step remains.
I'm sure Nasha Town is livelier than ever at this moment. Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't be there for it. It's fine. I'm more than happy with this. My last piece of luggage. My only piece of luggage. I can already feel the moon calling to me.
Your home lies on the far side of this.
From now on, we will at last have a reason to pray to the true. Columbina,
Yes?
be sure to come back and see us when you get the chance.
Of course.
But if that chance doesn't come, then remember that you have friends on this planet. People who will miss Columbina.
Yes, I will. Thank you for everything you've done for me. And remember, come night or day, the moonlight shall always connect us. Well then, farewell. Thank you. This was my happiest night in Teyvat.
Farewell, Columbina.
The moon really is closer than ever tonight.
Columbina.
All 3 moons in one place. Time for one final experiment.
Is the time?
Reason, life, death, time, and space. They all believed I would fail. That's primordial power never did belong to the throne of heaven. And now, they are mine.
As long as I'm here, the doctor is free to wield the Three Moons' power. It's the only way. I guess I won't be going home today. Columbina! No!
Stubborn world, do not try to control me.
Columbina.
Are you all right? Do your wounds still hurt? I had someone prepare a little medicine that could prove effective. Take it if you need to.
In that case, let me relate the contents of the call we made to Alice after the...
That Dottore is a crafty one. He distracted the Hexen Circle by creating a huge fuss at Javat's borders. I'd assumed that the cause was an abyssal intrusion from the outside world, but after learning that you managed to influence the phantoms in Nod Krai, I realized...
But we weren't able to change their fates.
True, you couldn't change how their stories ended, but you did build some variables around your...
Variables?
Yes, things you heard that you could not otherwise have learned, ideas that would otherwise have never crossed your mind. Oh, of course, most variables usually pale into insignificance with the myriad of possibilities floating around. But the moment you start treating them as building blocks and intentionally stacking them, that's what Dottore did. And it's how he created the necessary conditions so that when you activated the portal tonight, it played right into his...
However, we have no way of knowing exactly what he did.
Yeah, we also need to ascertain... And that about sums it up.
As I suspected, Dottore has disappeared completely. If it's any consolation, he wasn't able to control Columbina as he might have wished to.
Oh no! What? She did what? All we saw was Dottore appeared and used some kind of power. The next thing we knew, he and Columbina were gone and you were falling into the sea.
So, Columbina intentionally opened the Moon Gate and escaped into the same mysterious world as...
Sounds like...
Seen in that way, the trilunar syzygy and Rerere's emergence, Dottore might have been pulling the strings in both cases. According to Miss Alice, he is attempting to transcend his destiny and finish
an utter lunatic.
Wait a sec. Where's that guy?
He took off with the Dodo communication device after we spoke to Alice. He said he had a hunch that he wanted to invent. The look on his face was... guy?
I went to look for the Hyperborean phantoms again. I think I've gotten to the bottom of it. I got them to talk to Nicole on the other end of the communications line. Turns out, the history they describe is different.
Really? But how?
Because the phantoms are the ones who are deceived. They speak of a savior who appeared in their history. This savior promised to create a new moon within the false sky, and even bring back their moon goddesses. Foolishly, they believed in him, and told him everything he wanted to know about the moons. It's obvious that this was
Now you mention it, the first time we entered the Hyperborean ruins, we heard the phantoms discussing their history, and I remember Nicole commenting that...
But Dottore shouldn't have been able to get in there in the first...
He didn't. Nicole said that this was an anomalous state triggered by disruptions in the causal connections between the variables that Dottore put in place were substantial enough that they even affected phantoms that he never...
So it's not that their memories were unclear.
That's exactly the possibility Dottore was trying to manufacture. He turned these variables into knowledge and engineered the situation so all that knowledge would fall. Then, he harnessed that knowledge on Moon Prayer Night to truly...
How is that even possible?
To be precise, he exploited a weakness in the way the spell works. The spell senses Kuvaki to detect the moon's location. So, as long as the false moon more strongly resembled the moon than the frost moon beyond the skies, the gate would teleport Columbina to the false moon's location. In other words, to Dottore's side. Once he had her under control, the teleportation spell remained active, and he manipulated her power to seize both moon marrow.
At that moment, the moon marrows disappeared right before our eyes. It was already too late.
By then, Dottore had already amassed the power.
So, where does that leave us?
I'd certainly like to know what Her Majesty thinks, now that the concerns I expressed to her have... And in any case, it is not the Fatui Harbinger Damselette who sees us as her friends, but rather, if even in such extreme circumstances, then I will do as my heart demands.
Oh,
Time is short, so I'll make the first...
Whew. You and
All right. Lose those dejected looks for a moment and let me get a word in. It looks bad, I won't lie. So Dottore's pulled some real dirty trick. And yeah, it's to the point where even the mages say that his variables have affected destiny. I'm not so... Many have told me that Tevat's destiny is fixed. And that does appear to be the case. Well, and since he was able to stack these variables up, who's to say we can't do the same? You of all people should not be discouraged, traveler, from... This isn't over yet. And you're not alone in that. Everyone here does, but none of us are the type to sit back and wait for the sun to shine again. It's exactly how a knight should roll. They knock you down, you get back up and get back in it. Don't forget, honorary knight, you're a legitimate...
Mark is right. This is fuck. Dottore's already way overdue a butt kicking given his past shenanigans. And after this,
That's what I'm talking about. How's everyone?
I'll use Kuvaki to investigate Columbina's whereabouts.
Leave the intel gathering to me. Whatever happens within Nod Krai's borders, when the cure...
Ano and I will do all we can to support you. We will attempt to reverse engineer Dottore's actions and seek a breakthrough.
Alice and Nicole are busy dealing with an emergency at Tevat's borders, so they can't return just yet. But they're both very angry about this. They've asked Albedo and me to act on the Hex and Circle's behalf and do everything in our power to fight back against Dottore.
Are you ready then? We're going to have to conduct a lot of...
I'll do my best.
As for me, I'm pretty familiar with Dottore's way of doing things.
Nice. Looks like we have our basic division of labor.
What?
Now
Libra.
I'll get in touch with Flint's and Iglua, get them to have a chat with their Starshiner. It couldn't hurt to bring the Lightkeepers on board as well. At the same time, I'll pass on instructions to the Knights present in Nod Krai to assist the Lightkeepers and other organizations in ensuring the safe...
yeah!
That's it then.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name. It went from being a Fatui code name to something my friends call me. And remember, come night or day, the moonlight.
My God. Oh, flip. Didn't get it. Oh, I accidentally clicked the character button. What's the drawing? And candy. Let's do this. Should I do it today? Not like I could. Bye guys. It's over. I didn't know I had that little left to do. So, well, bye guys.